I'm
You
confused about the
can't interrupt me
shoe
when I'm
Okay, hold
and
on,
the
hold
answering
on.
you.
feet.
This is
She's
why you're
explaining what she's confused
confused.
about. Hold on,
This
Cash.
is
Hold on.
why
So, Khaleesi, what are you
No,
confused about?
because you said I'm confused about. I'm
you
confused
know you said
specifically
you're
about the
confused
two
Wait,
and the
you
and you
said you're
three.
asked the
confused.
question.
Yes, I'm fucking
So let me
confused
answer the
about the
question.
two and the three.
So, what
Listen,
is going on here?
the second level, we call it the floater range. But if you want to call it level two, call it level two. Because floaters can be shot at the third level, the first level, it's a type of shot, like a fadeaway, right?
So
It's a
is it
type
the
of
type
shot.
of shot or
But
is it where
but
it is?
it can be both. We're calling it the floater range, not the
That's the
floater
fallacy.
shot.
That's the
You
flaw in
can
it,
shoot
Khaleesi.
different
That's
shots
the
in the
flaw in
floater
it, Khaleesi.
range.
They
And
will
it's
admit
about
it
the
though.
volume,
Checkmate.
man.
Because
It's
you
about
can
the
shoot a
Checkmate.
floater
volume.
in the mid
The
range.
flaw in
It's
it is the
also
name we
about the
gave it. How is that the
volume.
flaw in it? That's just a
This
name.
shit has confused me.
Because listen,
Uh,
there are tracking sets, right? So for the people that are
My
saying, "Oh,
job
this is
is
a
to give
flaw,"
you the truth. What y'all do
you
with
go,
it is on you.
you go on Clean and
Yo,
Jerk,
can
I'm
I
not.
go?
and
I'm not
God.
they've
opposed
got the
to
restricted
like
area,
who is that saying,
short
can
mid
I
range.
go?
They got the
your
long.
opinion.
Yo, listen. We gotta get to all the hands, all the new people. If y'all confused, bro, cause we done broke it down. If y'all wasn't in here confused, go click on NMZ bio and go click the link in his page, man. Go check this shit out. This shit broke it down for y'all. Just go check the guy out, NMZ, man. He's right here. Go click the link in his bio, man.
Can
Hey,
we
yo,
go?
I'm
I didn't. I was accident, Cash. I know you about to come off yelling and shit again. I'm just telling y'all the order real quick. We going Sun God, Don, Jaden. Then I'm gonna get to my niggas Good and Slim. We going Sun God, Don, Jaden. Just so I can rotate. Drix, I see you back down there. Ty, I see you down there. Somebody name is 5 Level Killer. Okay, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna bring you back up here, whatever that is. Um, yeah. So Sun God,
Nah,
Don,
he can't
Jaden.
come up here. He can't come up here. He can't come up here. He not allowed up here. For my life, he ain't coming up
Who
here.
is that? Who is that? You
Wait,
know
That's
who?
who?
Fat Man. That's Fat Man.
Oh, all right. Sun God, we coming to you. We coming to you, Sun God.
hold on,
All right,
Ev. I
thank
gotta
you.
say this, son. Give me 1 second, cause like, yeah, I mean, I'm always rebuttaling. I gotta say something though, Ev. You gotta
Yo,
understand. I've been doing this for a long time. I've heard every question. Every question has been checked. This shit is getting redundant.
uh-huh.
What I've noticed is a lot of these people, there's three levels of learning, three ways of learning, and they're not auditory. They
All
don't
right.
understand by learning. Some of them are visual. They might need to read the article. They might need to watch a video. And then some of them, they might actually have to be on a fucking court and show them on a fucking court where they actually have to
Some people are just
participate.
telling you that it's not about
Motherfucker,
these
these motherfuckers
skills.
are haters at
It's
this
All right,
about
point.
all right, all right,
Click on
Cash.
the
We gonna
bio
move.
and
We gonna
fucking
move. We
read
gonna
some
move. All right.
information before you
We gonna
open your
move,
fucking
Cash. We
mouth,
gonna
Cash,
move.
I
We
would
gonna
dickhead.
never
move.
hate on you. I was
Cash,
just
let's move. Let's move.
clarifying. I
Hold on.
wanted clarification.
All right,
How the
Sun
fuck was
God.
I
We coming Sun
hating?
God. We going to Sun God. Y'all go ahead, Sun God.
Go read about it.
Yeah.
That's all
So
y'all
Fine.
gotta
at
do.
least
Go read
What?
it, Khaleesi. Go click on NMZ bio, Khaleesi.
Go ahead, Sun
Yes,
God.
I'll fucking read, but
Oh,
like there's no need
Y'all
to
one
attack
level
me
all right,
when
yo,
I'm
yo.
not.
learner.
God damn, I hate using that button. Shit. Can we go to Sun God, please? Sun God, Don, Jaden, so I can rotate. Bring Drix back up, Sun Young. I bring you up, but you ain't say nothing. Just keep this shit moving real quick. Go ahead, Sun God.
Yeah, so at least I subscribe to the 5 levels philosophy. Just because, I honestly think it's not about like where you're scoring, it's about what you do to the defense when you're in that position. Like, for example, right? If you just stick with 3 levels, I'm not guarding like a catch and shoot 3-point shooter, like even a good one, right? Like Bogdan Bogdanovic or whoever. If he's on the 3-point line, like if he's deep, the same as I'm guarding Steph Curry. Like, there's no way. Like, Steph Curry's an actual threat out there. Bogdan Bogdanovic is not guarded the same way. Same thing with Trae Young, right? So, and same thing in, like, you could say in the mid range. Like, Kevin Durant is actually in the mid range scorer, even in the 5 levels, right? It's not a floater range. It's not layup range. If you see Kevin Durant shooting in the mid range, like, you are scared to, like, you're planning your defense around not getting him that shot. Whereas, like, if it's some other player, let's just go with like Donovan Mitchell, right? Like, you're fine with that shot. And then same thing with the floater range. Like, if you have like, for example, Andrew Wiggins, when he's in the floater range, you don't have to worry about shit, because it's either going to be a step back into the mid-range level or it's going to be a layup. Whereas if you have somebody like Luka or Trey in that floater range, now it's like that's the worst spot that a defense wants them to be there, because now it's either a floater or a lob, and it's one of the most dangerous places they are on the floor. So like when you look at these kind of nuances with the 5 levels, that's where you see that yes, the 3 levels just isn't encompassing enough for the threat level on each basically level of the floor. They're basically to incorporate elite skill in a specific part of the floor. Three level still applies, and 5 level is just an expansion of it, right? There's nothing wrong, then there's nothing contradictory about 3 and 5. It's just 5 is a subsection of 3, and just because it's a subsection doesn't mean it's wrong. It's literally just an expansion of it.
Okay.
Yo, Sun God, can I ask you a question?
Appreciate that, Sun God. Go ahead, Shaggy.
Yo, Sun God, are you a 5 level guy?
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. Get with the movement, man. One day of learning, he becomes a 5 level guy, man. Y'all don't gotta come up here hating, man.
Go ahead, Don.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of say back what I think, like what I kind of gained from this, and say where I stand. So what I'm hearing is y'all have came to 5 levels because you believe floater range is just a little bit different from where the layup, because of like what you can do out of it. Which I actually think that that's a decent nuance. That's a good way to look at it. I personally would say I would go 4 levels just because I think the paint area in general, I would just consider that a place where all those creative finishes can happen. And that's just a level in itself. And then of course you got 2, 3, like 3, I'd say 3 is at the line. You got wing like in the corner, wherever close to the line. And I say 4 because you got people like Steph Curry and Trae Young now at the point where you have to see them before they get to that line, or you got to see them before they even get 3 feet, 4 feet behind that line. They're gonna pull that thing. They're gonna make.
Yo, Don, don't you see when the guys catch it at the corner 3 and then they pump fake and then they still end up doing the floater before they not in the paint at all?
Y'all just watching
It's a circumference, man. I wish I had the chart out here. Literally, if the billboard was up there, the jumbotron, I could show it. I could show it to you, man.
I sent you the facts.
It's a circumference, dog. It's a circumference, like a semicircle, right? So like the floater range starts from one baseline, it extends all the way up over the restricted area in the paint and goes all the way around to the left side of the baseline, right? So like you shooting floaters from all over. It's not just that though. I'm just on that. Oh, you're talking about the paint is just one shot. People are taking the same shot they taking in the paint, right? On that baseline side. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but I'd
Check
say
DM back.
I understand, and actually I think that's a good point. But I'd
So
just say
you
to me, once you step out of that painted square, like you're in the mid range. I understand it's a little bit closer, but to me that's kind of where you are now. And I understand. I don't think there's anything wrong with calling that a different range. Like the dude before who said, I don't think like 5 and 3. I don't think those are like different. I think they can be connected in certain ways. So yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting conversation, to be honest.
Don, are you a 5 level guy?
No, I'm a 4 level guy.
Okay, I respect that. Jaden.
Appreciate that. Go ahead, Jaden.
Yo, let me just start this off by saying I'm a 5 level guy, bro. Listen, I see like why people are confused, but like, look, 5 levels is all about like the location, and it goes hand in hand with 3 levels. Like within 5 levels is the 3 levels, all right? You feel me? So the mid-range is broken down into 2 different levels because, like you said, there's some shots like the floater, which is closer in the mid-range, that you would use more close, in that closer mid-range area than like a regular jump shot, which you would use like inside the 3 level or the 3-point line. You feel me? So like, I totally get that, and it makes sense. And it's just like, I think it'd be easier for people to understand if we like consider the 5 levels like solely based off location. And like within each level, there's certain shots that you would take that are more beneficial to take in that level. You feel me? Like you wouldn't take a 2-motion jump shot in like the 5th level. You would take a 2-motion jump shot in like the 3rd level or, the 4th level, where, you can rise up over the defender. But when you're in the 5th level, nobody's guarding you up in your face back there. You feel me? as opposed to like what they're saying with like the 2 level and the 3 level. You wouldn't necessarily, you can take a floater from the 3rd level, but you would most likely take a floater from the 2nd level because you're closer to the basket and you don't have to like strain your arm and your forearm trying to push the ball up and float over the defender from farther away.
Okay, appreciate that, bro. Go ahead, Slim, and then we're gonna go to X, and the floor back open for free for all.
Before I
I just
started
want to
for
let y'all know
Shaggy,
I'm a 5 level guy.
all right, Darren. Before Shaggy wasn't agreeing, I am a 5 level guy, Shaggy. But the reason that because I used to be a 4 level guy, but the reason that I switched it from floater range to close shot is because that's what helped me better understand y'all concept of 5 levels. Because like everyone else been saying, you could take a floater from wherever, but you can't say you could take a close shot from wherever. So that's why I switched close shot. That's why I switched floater to close shot, because the close shot and the floater range is still the same concept. It just helps the casuals better understand what you guys are delivering.
Okay.
That's
My fault.
Hold
Okay,
up.
Slim, go ahead. X.
Hey there again, fellas. So, shit. Sorry, sorry. My stutter's acting up again.
Nah,
You're
you
good.
good,
You're
X. You
good. You're
all
good.
good. Take all the time you need, my brother.
You're good.
Okay, because all right. So I actually want to give you guys a history lesson, but I am trying to make a point on this because this is a new system of this is like a new addition to analytics, but I wanna bring up something to where I get it. Okay, it's a new thing. Not many people are gonna fuck with it, but guess what? This has happened before. Where a new system of analytics has been developed, and not many people liked it. Guess what? That other system of analytics got turned into a fucking movie. Maybe you heard of it. It's a little known movie by the name of Moneyball.
Moneyball, Daryl Morey and them from the Oakland A's, bro. We researched this.
No. That Daryl Moore is a different sport. That guy's name
Yeah,
is
he got
Dylan
his
Hughes.
shit. He got his shit from the guy who did the Moneyball movie from the Oakland A's. It's analytics, bro. It all goes back to the baseball.
Right. So for those of you who don't know what Moneyball was, basically in baseball there is no salary cap. The owners have to invest their money into the team to build that team. And as you can expect, with the way baseball contracts work, they keep going up and up and up. You have to increase the amount of money you have to bring in to build the team. Well, guess what? The Oakland Athletics were poor as shit. They had a $39 million payroll in 2002. So, and 3 of their franchise cornerstones were leaving. So, his back against the wall, Billy Beane met an economics major from Yale who explained to him
an Ivy League institution,
all
Yale
right.
University.
Yeah. So that guy explained to him how baseball was flawed, because the way baseball used to work was you went ahead and you bought players, right? You bought players that were proven, that had good stats, they could do, whatever they did. But the Athletics, and they still use this to this day, went ahead and got players that seemed defective but had good statistics and were cheap. And to make a long story short, what ended up happening was that season, they did something that hadn't happened in decades by going on a 20-game winning streak with players that were basically an island of misfit toys. So all I'm saying is, give this system of analytics a chance, because you never know. This could change the way basketball teams operate when choosing their players. That is all I'm saying right now.
X, I'm gonna give you something, right?
because you
Like
would
I
not
said,
go get a Bruce Brown if you did not understand 5 levels.
listen, about half the NBA teams literally have a 4-point line on their practice court. It is no coincidence that Trae Young is running his offense from damn near half court because they have it. Dame Lillard has it. Also, they use it for spacing and I mean they use it for spacing reasons too. Also, they use it for defense. I don't know why. You gotta guard a man out there, but it's a trend. It's catching on. Listen, it's an observation. We seen it. We put it out there. If they don't like it, go do their own thing. They ain't gotta subscribe to it. That's all it is. It's teams that think that listen, like I said, it's teams that avoided the NBA avoided the 3-point line until the Phoenix Suns and Daryl Morey and goddamn Golden State and the Rockets revolutionized the game. Now you see how many people are shooting threes. Your center got to be damn near able to shoot threes. But if people don't want to adapt to change, fine, cool. You keep shooting the motherfucking twos. You want to trade the game with? You want to trade twos for threes? That's not what we do in a game of life. Let me tell you something. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I actually wanted to add on to my point because actually, this is an entirely new set of data for analytics, right? This 5 levels of scoring. Well, again, I'm going to use baseball as an example because in my opinion, baseball is one of the most analytically driven sports in the game right now, especially given that you have to use whatever money you got to build your team. So about 7 years ago, the biggest concept was velocity and pitch framing, basically. And what that was used for was in the hope that catchers could frame the pitch to make it look like it appeared in the strike zone, even if it was outside of it. Ergo, there would be more strikeouts, faster outs. You get the point. And then about 5 years later, they started looking at bat speed and launch angle in the hopes that hitters could use that data to hit more home runs. So all I'm saying is, again, analytics is an ever-shifting landscape. Okay, and for basketball, which has been, I would say, it's been set very much in tradition for a long, long time. So not many people are going to be open to change. That doesn't mean that this new concept is bullcrap or doesn't work.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Appreciate y'all.
Yo, Evie, let me get this
Everybody
shit
spoke,
off.
y'all. It's a free for all. Rock out.
No, Evie, let me get this shit off, cause
Wait.
I'm out here trying to look at this property in Long Island. My shit keep going in and out, but let me say this, bro. I got no problem with the 5 levels of scoring and shit, man. I rock with it, man. Every time y'all do some shit, I'ma support, cause y'all, I fuck with y'all. Y'all my niggas, man.
Here comes the big butt.
But the thing is, when y'all say the floater is a level of scoring, I have an issue with that. Because why can't you just have that floater and be in your mid-range game and say you have more skill in the mid-range area? That shit makes no sense to me.
It's a difference. It's a difference.
Let me tell you why.
Yo,
That's
wait,
why I switched it up.
hey,
How
I
is it
just
different?
explained
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let him
explain
go.
this.
Goods. But niggas ain't saying that because your favorite player, Russell Westbrook, had that mid-range game throughout his career. But that nigga never had that fucking floater. Shaggy, that had nothing to do with it, my nigga. That nigga never had that fucking floater.
Hey,
Why you gotta
good.
bring
Hold on,
it
y'all.
up?
Never had that fucking
I
floater.
apologize. Hold on.
That's exactly why, nigga.
Hold on, Shaggy.
Shaggy
Good.
ain't
You gotta
gotta
get the
bring
floor
it,
back. You
Rex.
gotta get the floor back good. But there's one person that didn't speak, and he been in here for like an hour. He been trying to talk. Go ahead, Playboy. Then we're gonna go right back to Good. Go ahead,
Playboy, no Cardi.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like agreeing with Goods, because I don't see how like the floater is its own level. That just doesn't make sense to me.
We just told you how, because
Hold
certain
up.
players got it and
Wait,
certain
Let him
players
talk, bro.
don't.
Let him land. Let him land, please, bro.
Because y'all gotta see it like this. Okay, you breaking down each level, and I'm seeing it. At first, I was 3 levels, but then y'all kind of convinced me. I'm seeing how like the game is expanding and changing. But then to call like the floater its own level makes no sense when you can take it from any other level, mid range, kind of a close shot.
Reasons
The
I
volume,
said
Three-point
with the
line is
names,
the
a close
volume,
shot because the casuals.
the volume. We already said this, man. What the fuck is Florida? Where's getting shot at the most,
The
bro?
volume and also the tendencies and also how players are using it.
Where's
Hey,
it getting shot at the most?
what's the
I'm not
what's
gonna
the
lie.
hold on, y'all.
Like
Hold on.
also, like you got to think about it like this: if y'all going with mid range, you can take that for other shots too, because other people take difficult shots from like each level. Is that not its own level too?
Thank you.
No.
Yeah, what you guys are calling mid
Wait,
range,
let
by
me
the way,
get
is
this
just
off.
pull
Let
up
me
jump
get this
shooting,
off.
and you can do that. And you
You
can
can
do it
pull
from
up
a
jump
one
shooting
shot,
from the
1 foot
three.
away.
Like, what the
Let's
fuck?
just
Bro,
like
that
the
isn't
three
saying that you make
levels.
the most difficult shots within that specific range, or that you just make tough shots within that range. That would
Right.
that's all that you're saying. You
Look,
ain't saying nothing special or that's opposing to what we talking
just
about. Like,
just like the 3 levels, the 5 levels is solely based on location. So we're not calling the floater range its own level. The floater range is within level 2.
That's
We're
actually
calling
a
it
lie,
floater
though.
range
That's not
because
what they're
that's the
doing.
type of shot
That's
most
not what
players
That's
y'all
not
take
what
fucking
they're
in
said
level
doing,
at
and
2.
that's
first.
the
What are you
problem.
lying
That's
But
what
to?
we're saying.
how
We
is
went
that
here
5
listening to
levels
y'all.
then?
That's
If
what
you
we're
going with the
saying.
concept of levels,
Quick pause. Let Carl Playboy land real quick so it can be free for all. Nah, fuck the hands, goods and West. Y'all, nah, fuck it. I'm in my Madden game. Y'all can talk. Just let Playboy land real quick and y'all do y'all thing.
Why you not streaming?
TV, this is exactly what we've been saying this whole fucking time.
but
Hey
that's
yo,
that's what I'm
hey yo,
trying to
good.
break
Stop trying
down.
to
Like
bully that nigga.
Like,
We
what the
don't
fuck
care
are
what
we
you been
talking
saying.
about,
Listen to
bro?
the host,
Yo,
good.
listen,
Let
bro.
Playboy Kari
Listen, bro.
talk.
If you don't like our concept, just go make your fucking own.
Let him
Go
land
make
real
your own
quick.
concept, my nigga.
Let
Man,
but
listen to the host.
Shaggy, if
Listen
niggas
to the
can
host.
criticize your
Listen,
fucking
hold
concept,
on.
let Kari
Go
talk.
make your own concept.
Shaggy. When you start something, one of the biggest things you got to take when you're starting something or coming up or even have anything in general in life, you got to take criticism, bro. You got to
Bro,
look
I'm
at other
taking the
people's point.
criticism, but I'm
You
pushing
got
the
to look at
bullshit
other people's point
away.
of view. Y'all not
I
even
need
trying to
them to
look at.
understand.
Y'all not even trying to look at his other people's point of
We
view,
don't
bro.
want to hear the shit.
If they don't like it, y'all just cut it
Go
out.
take your
How?
own concept and make your own fucking shit, my nigga. That's all we
Understandable, but
fucking saying. We not changing our shit.
understandable, bro. But let him land real quick, bro.
Bro, they saying the same shit over and over, bro. We done
It's a
told
new
them, go make
speaker.
your own
Listen,
levels,
on my
dog.
platform, I
Go
let
take
everybody
your
speak.
fucking
It's a
own
new
levels.
speaker. Let him land.
Go make your own levels, my
Okay,
nigga.
let him land, and then the floor is open, bro. Go ahead,
Shut
Playboy.
the fuck up. Russell Westbrook don't got the floater range. That's why they
Go
don't
ahead.
like it.
I don't give a fuck about Westbrook. Go ahead, Playboy.
I'm telling you why they don't like
They
it.
all right,
Westbrook got the
recycling
floater
all
range.
day.
I'm just
They
gonna finish it off.
recycling,
I'm
I
man.
understand that.
point off.
Cash, I
I just
understand that,
wanted
but
to
he the
ask this
last
one
speaker.
question.
Y'all go ahead. Go ahead, Playboy.
Facts and stacks. I got a question for you real quick. And all the 5 level scores I'm about to pop out. But can we honestly agree that there's only 3 consistent 5 level scores? Because only 3 guards, in my opinion, have that 5 level range.
Nah,
Dame
there's more
Lillard,
than that. I've done the
Steph
research.
Bro, you
Curry,
bunking,
and
nigga.
That's
Trae
your prop.
Young.
Marvin, come on, Marvin. Come on, Marvin.
Marvin.
Come on, Go ahead, be patient.
Marvin, I'm gonna be real with you. Fred Van Fleet, 5 level scorer.
Luka
Tyrese Maxey,
Doncic.
5 level
Luka
scorer.
too.
Right?
Ain't
Luka
nobody
Doncic.
said
Like,
anything
Luka
about Luka.
Doncic.
it's levels.
LeBron
Marvin,
James is a
Can we
5 level
let
guy.
Playboy land so the floor can open up, y'all? Go ahead, Playboy.
Go ahead, Playboy.
This weak ass
I'm just gonna finish my point of us by saying this. Like, I'm not against 5 levels. Like, I'm cool with 5 levels. When y'all breaking it down the way y'all saying it, I'm just saying if the floater is like included in that 5 levels, I just can't agree with that part because this just don't
It's
make sense.
all good. It's all good. We
I'm
agree to
done.
disagree.
Yo,
Hold on,
you-
Shaggy. Watch this,
You'll
Shaggy.
Hold up.
Watch this.
understand
Watch
more
this.
since
Watch
the
this,
Jumbotron
Shaggy.
was working when we
Watch
had the
this.
chart,
Watch
bro.
this. Y'all would have been smarter if y'all came out there and said there's only one level of scoring once you're on the court versus when you're off. Really and truly, like y'all want to get philosophical with us.
Russell
Really think
Westbrook
about
is a
it.
1 level
Nah,
scorer.
that's
Russell
what I'm trying to.
Westbrook is
Well,
a
you
1
gotta be
level
on the
scorer.
court, right?
That's
You
the
can't score if
corniest
you're
Westbrook is
not on the
only a
shit.
fucking
1
court.
level
Hold up,
scorer.
You
hold up,
see,
And the
Shaggy.
I
worst
really
Hold up,
fucking
Shaggy.
do this
Good.
shit.
Russell
As
Westbrook
Cash,
is only a
no, you
one level
don't.
this
scorer.
shit
Because the
is
worst
Shaggy,
part
let me
about
fucking
it is
explain.
you can't
foolproof.
Shaggy,
take
let me
niggas
It's
from
explain.
all the
foolproof.
what
Hey,
you
It's
got.
hey,
TV, nah,
foolproof.
fuck
hey,
What?
this. Fuck
Good.
this. Nah,
wait.
It's
we not about to
foolproof,
we
motherfuckers.
not about to let this shit happen, bro.
Hold
See,
up,
first
bro.
of all,
At
we
all.
asked you
Good,
niggas why the floater is included. Why can't it just be a
good,
Good.
skill?
You a
good,
zero
We
level
good,
just
good.
told
scorer,
you,
Russell
nigga.
nigga, bro.
Westbrook is a
I'm
1
And
level
you're a
Yo,
scorer.
one
Chill.
level
you
Russell
got
learner.
the range.
Westbrook
Don't
is
got
a
the
You're a
1
one
level
range.
level
Niggas
scorer.
don't
learner.
understand.
I
Russell
understand why you
Pittsbrook
don't like
Hold
is
this
a
up,
shit,
one
bro.
bro.
level scorer. Good.
One
Hold
mic,
up.
bro. One
Hold
mic.
up. Let me explain this, all right? Goods and Playboy.
Dumb as shit.
We're not calling the floater range its own level. what we're referring to as
Cash
floater
said the
range is
floater
level
range.
2.
Cash
He a
named
new,
it.
he a
It's
new
called
five level
the
guy.
You never
floater
named it that.
range.
Shut
Let
up,
Jaden
Jaden. Now
talk.
you
Jaden's a new
now
five level
nigga,
guy, so
Hey,
he might fuck his words
let
up.
me talk.
Cash
All right,
invented this shit and he
Goods and
called it the
Playboy.
floater range. What the fuck
Listen.
is we talking about? What are we
Listen,
talking
man.
about?
Nigga, listen. Damn, I'm trying to fucking explain. What we're referring to as floater range is within level 2. We're calling it floater range because that's the primarily type of shot
He
that
gets it.
niggas
He
take
gets
in
it.
Like,
that
come on,
range.
bro.
No,
It's
nigga,
no way
but
y'all don't
hold on.
understand.
Floater
So
range
look,
isn't its own range. It's
hold on.
in level 2, bruh.
Right. But Jada, look. to that point, Russ scores in that fucking level, and y'all are telling me that Russ isn't the second.
Yeah, I had to go
doesn't
get
score
that
in
out
the
of
second
Russell
level.
Westbrook is a one-level scorer.
That
He's one
nigga's a
level.
zero line, yo. That's the whole
Jordan Poole
point. That's the
profile
problem
pic.
with
I'm
your
not listening
fucking.
to anything this nigga
That
says.
nigga's a
If you
zero-level
listen to
scorer,
what Marvin
dog.
says, you are fucking stupid.
One
Stop
level
listening
scorer,
to this nigga
Goods.
Hey,
Marvin.
look,
One
good,
level
Stop
good,
doing
scorer.
it.
good.
I'll
One
give
level
it to
scorer,
him.
Goods.
I'll
One
give
level
it
fucking
to him.
scorer.
And
I'll give
I
it to
fuck
him.
with you,
Let's give
Shaggy.
it to him.
I
Let's
fuck
give
with
it to
you,
him.
bad
Let's give
guy.
it to
I
him.
fuck with y'all. Y'all know I fuck with y'all. This shit is bogus because you're
Wes,
not.
Bro, you can
Y'all
you ain't gotta
lying.
agree
yo,
with
you
it,
can
Wes.
Yo, Wes
Lying.
is right
Y'all
though.
lying.
Wes is
Y'all
anybody
right
can
though.
lying.
score from a range,
Yo,
but
Wes, they really up
there
here
needs to
lying
be
to
a
these
level
niggas.
of
Yo,
But
proficiency.
y'all niggas ain't gotta agree with the shit. The shit when the shit blow up, cause it's gonna blow up. Just know y'all niggas ain't like the shit at first, man. Just know y'all niggas ain't like it. Cause I know once the white man come out with the shit, y'all gonna like the shit once the white man talk about it, man. Get the fuck out of here.
yo, they
Well,
following Shaggy
shit.
and
You know
Cash
what?
because
The hell?
Shaggy and
Yo,
Cash are
but
alpha
Wes is
niggas,
right
bro.
though. Wes
So
is
anything,
Thank
right.
you, Playboy.
anything Shaggy and Cash say, them niggas follow that shit because they alpha niggas.
Why
So
niggas
Hold
Marvin
can't
on,
is
hold
just a
on,
understand the
hold on.
4-year-old
game?
nigga, bro.
We
Why
Marvin
niggas
is
can't
a
understand the
hold on,
game?
50-year-old
bro.
nigga, you feel me? So
Hold
Marvin
on.
really
Let me
about
say
to say
this.
all this bullshit.
Let me
He about
speak
to
with
jack.
nobody interrupting,
Hold
because
on, bro.
I
Hold
can.
on, bro.
I want to be
Fuck
intelligent
all
about
that shit.
what I'm saying.
Fuck all that
Hold on,
shit.
Drix.
The
Hold on,
fact,
Drix. Hold on, Drix. Drix, one real quick. The real issue, like, cause I like the concept, and you know I fuck with y'all. Like, all jokes aside, Cash, Shaggy, y'all know I fuck with y'all. So I like the concept. My issue with it is you all are telling us based off of how you score within a level, you may not be a part of that level based off of how you score, not whether or not you score inside that level. And that's the issue with this 5-level shit, based
That's
off
not
of how
true
you
though.
all
That's
are
not true.
explaining it,
That's
not
exactly
anyone
what he's
else.
doing, NMG. Stop
Here's the
it.
thing.
Stop it.
Here's the thing. Anybody can score. Anybody could hit a logo shot once or twice, right? But in order to be recognized as somebody that can score from that level, there needs to be a level of proficiency and volume
Okay,
from
so
that range.
NMZ
So
though.
if somebody comes up,
Russ in the
if somebody
second
hits
level.
if Russ hits one shot in floater range, we're not going to say he's
No.
one of the better
Yes, he's a
players
But
in that
one-level
range.
scorer. He's just one level. That's
Because
it.
you all are wrong. Russ utilizes the second level based off of
I
the
knew
5
it.
levels.
Shaggy, you was right. They just want Russ to
With
be a
what
They
level?
just
5-level
want
With
Russ
scorer.
what?
to be a
That's not
two-level
With
scorer,
what
but
true.
the
It's all
only
level?
about
way
It's
he's
what
all
gonna
These
level
be a
about
Russ
fucking
two-level
is.
weak
Not
scorer
about
because
what
FOL
he
there's
got.
only
shit,
a
yo.
It's all
Hey,
one-level
about what
good.
he
scorer.
They,
got.
hey,
Bro,
Ev,
Russ
you
is
would
There's
about
think
one
they
what he
level
might
got.
scorers.
immediately.
Hey,
Yo,
yo,
what the
yeah,
One
yeah,
level.
yeah, yeah.
One
Hold
level
up,
for
hold up,
Russell
hold up,
One
hold
Westbrook.
up.
second, 1 second. He's right. He does utilize that level, right? But with what level of efficiency and how often does he use it? That's what
Bro,
matters.
but that's not what you said at first. So now you're moving the goalposts,
Anybody
and
can
that's
You
use
never
it, but that
ridiculous.
even
doesn't mean.
answer his
Hold on. You
question.
don't know. So here's
Every
the
But
thing.
time
that
You
he
is a
asks
haven't.
you
rule
a
to
question
Hold on.
about
Hold
an
on. You
18 to
haven't read.
22
You
foot jump
haven't
shot,
read the
Bro,
whole.
that's not
Listen.
that's
Hold
not
on.
what
Hold
he
on. Hold
just
on.
said, Cash. But go ahead,
You
Nail,
haven't
NMZ.
every
read the
time you
five.
ask
You
him a
haven't read
question
the
about an
article, so you
18 to
don't actually
22 foot jump
understand.
shot, he
Cash, 1
responds
NMZ,
by
second.
go
saying,
ahead. I'm
my
listening.
problem with the 5 is
Cash,
Ignore
this.
1
Cash.
second. 1
I'm
second.
The
Cash.
listening
fuck
to
out
you.
of
So
here, Wes.
listen.
Come
I'm
Listen.
on,
listening to
man.
Just
you.
to
And
explain it
Can
to
we
you,
let
I don't
Wes
think.
speak, my nigga? Can we let him speak?
Cash, 1 second.
God
No,
damn.
no,
Listen, we
no.
don't have to be condescending or anything about this. I'm just saying, if you haven't read it, you're not going to totally understand it. Anybody can shoot from any level. You're right about that. But to be recognized as somebody who scores from that level, there's a level of efficiency and volume that you have to get to. Now, the formula for that is still being made. Jason's the creator of this. He's not here right now, but
So
he's
it's
working on that.
incomplete.
So you're
It's
right.
incomplete,
Technically,
right?
anybody can shoot a logo shot, a
It's
three-point shot,
incomplete,
a
right?
mid-range shot,
Them
a shot in
niggas
floater
hate
range, a
Steph
shot at the
Curry,
rim.
bro.
But that doesn't
Them
mean you're
niggas hate
recognized
Steph
as somebody
Curry
that
too.
has that
That's all it
Bro,
is.
has the
I
Goods
level.
doesn't like
so
Steph
so
Curry.
hold
That's
on,
all
hold on.
it
Let me
is.
ask NMZ a
Goods,
question.
I know it.
NMZ,
Goods. Hold on,
NMZ.
man.
We
And I love
No,
understanding the
Goods.
Cash.
I
agendas
like
right
West
It's
now.
too. No,
incomplete.
hold on. I
It's
like Goods and I
incomplete
like
right now,
West.
and you got to
But
be
they
willing to
fuck
admit
with
that
Russell
and accept
Westbrook
that.
over
Yup.
Steph Curry.
Yup.
This
This
Yup.
has
is
nothing to
That's
do
exactly
with
exactly
why
Russell.
why.
I'm fucking with
That's
Weirdo.
Trey
fucking
Young.
exactly
What are
why.
you
Goods
talking
is
about,
being
bro?
biased
What are you
because
Weirdo.
talking
Russell
about? That
Westbrook
guy
is a
saying
one-level
anything.
Young
scorer.
Westbrook fans over
Marvin,
Russell
Curry
that's
Westbrook
not
fans.
for all these
not
niggas.
true
What are you
though.
talking about? What are you
And y'all
talking
brought
about?
up Russ. We didn't bring
Hey,
up Russ.
Cash.
Hold hold on. We never brought up
Hey,
Rush.
good.
Y'all brought
I
It
up
ain't
was
Rush.
shaming. I'm
Marvin
still
who brought up
fasting,
Rush,
man.
bro. We not gonna do this shit. Me
Fight
We
and
me,
Marvin
pushed
and
monkey.
back
Shaggy
on
brought that shit up.
the philosophy of the shit, and then y'all
Hey,
brought up Rush and said that's the
Wes,
reason we were pushing back. That's corny as fuck.
The
And that's the
pushback ain't
problem.
logical.
We're just trying to have a conversation. We're making our point, and we're where we are with it. And all I've said is I like the concept. It's just incomplete right now, and there's a fallacy and a huge flaw when you tell me that based off of how you score within a level, it determines whether or not we give you credit for scoring in that fucking level. That's dumb as fuck. And you can't say that shit. That's stupid as fuck.
That's
And
not
hold
it
on,
though.
hold
That's
on.
literally
And Bryce,
not it.
Wes, let me
That's
break it
not
down
what
to you,
they're
bro.
saying.
Nobody is saying that.
That's literally what you all are saying.
No, it's
Then
not.
you're not listening. Nah, that's not what we said, bro.
Hold on.
The reason that I
So what are
called
you
the
saying?
floater range a
You
close
have
shot
not
is
been
because
listening
type
the
of shot
entire
Listen, we told
time,
you
Hey,
within
that's
Wes.
not
listen,
true, bro.
within
I
level
was
2,
in
we
here
even
for the
gave you
whole
an
That's why I
example.
don't
I
like
left
calling
somebody to hit the
the
floater.
floater range.
Yeah, you've
One
been
mic,
hearing it.
one
You
mic,
have
one
you.
mic, one mic, one mic.
I'm listening. I'm on mute. Talk to me.
All right, look, Wes. The reason that I personally call the floater range a close shot is because you could take a floater from any level of the on the floor. You could take a floater from a three. You could take a floater from the long mid range, and you could take if you wanted to, you could take a floater 1 foot away from the fucking rim. That's why I call me personally. I'm gonna call the floater range a close shot for the casuals who
Slim, and I
are
got a
doing
question for
shit
you
like
right
this.
after this.
Go ahead, because I'm not finished. Go ahead, so I can address
Okay,
it as I go.
so wait, hold on, Slim, because y'all talking about 5 levels. So let's say we got the layup, we got the layup and dunk area, then we got the floater range, like y'all like to call it, and then right outside that we have the midi, and then right outside that we have the long midi. So why the fuck is it not?
You sound like a fucking
No,
casual,
good,
bro.
Shaggy, why the fuck?
Here's the
You
issue.
sound like a
Goods,
casual.
hold on,
No,
Shaggy. I got it.
Shaggy.
All
I'm
right,
saying
look,
I'm
good.
I
saying
don't
the
think you
truth
know
right now.
basketball,
You
Goods.
not.
Nah, goods.
All right, look,
This is
good.
what they're saying.
Good.
That's
It's
valid.
Listen,
about
I
it's
ain't gonna lie to
about
you.
skill.
That's
every
It's
valid.
all
That's
about
valid though.
skill.
That's
Goods.
valid.
It has nothing to do with level. It has to do with skill. And that's
Exactly.
all
Y'all
that.
are bringing in
But
skill
that's
with
It
levels.
also
That's
look,
has to
in the
do.
good,
And
game.
you
good,
got
good.
that
Hold on, hold
saying
on.
Listen,
yet?
Y'all are
It
combining
also
skill with
about the
levels.
manner. Hold on. It's also
I
about the
told
manner
you
in
you
which
had to
good.
each
change
Look,
shot
the.
is
bro.
defended.
The
So
reason,
the
the
point you
reason
just
that
brought up, right, from outside the floater range, those mid-range shots, that shot and 4 steps back inside the 3-point line are generally defended the same way. They also take the same type of skill to make.
Man,
That's
what
a
the
pull-up
fuck
shot,
is we
a turnaround
talking
shot, whatever
about,
you
bro?
want to call it.
Bro,
What are
NMZ.
we?
hey,
It's
goods.
just
Look,
The
bro.
you
manner
gotta
in which
take
hold
level
on.
out
The
of it.
manner in which each
God.
shot
It's
is
skills.
defended
It's about
matters.
skills. It's about skills.
You
It's not
guard a
about level.
a pull-up mid-range shot the same way you guard a floater. In a scatter move, you
NMZ,
think that they go in the same way?
niggas are more skilled in the mid-range area.
NMZ.
That's
Hold
all you
on.
gotta
Good,
say.
good.
It's
That is all
just
you
not
gotta
the
Bro,
same
say.
thing.
goods, bro.
Dude, good. That's
Listen, bro.
not
Hold
the
on. X, hold
point.
on, bro. Think about it, bro. It's also, bro. Also, you gotta think about it, bro. You know when you watch basketball, bro. When you talk about that shot right above, right in between, right in front of the fucking 3-point line, what are the odds of you hitting that shot or right off the dribble? That's a skill right there within that range, bro. And if a nigga ain't gonna be able to hit that right hand off the dribble, left hand off the dribble, cross between off the dribble, perfect off the dribble, like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga ain't in that nigga ain't cut like that in that range. So you are not in
That's
that
why
level
I'm
of score,
saying,
bro.
like,
That's a
a
self
person who
skills,
can't
Goods,
bro.
hit a
hey
Those
yo,
mid
are
Slim.
range
skills,
and
bro.
a
To
regular
Slim, I
hit
got
that
a
mid range
range, you
question.
gotta
will
think
I
about
not
got a
that.
equal
This
question.
to
Why
is
do you
a
y'all no
accept
more.
the
study
3-level
based
framework?
on analytics, all
Yo,
right?
Slim, I got
This
a
is
question, bro.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? Like,
Goods,
bro,
why do you
If
accept
they
the
stop
3-level
talking and
framework
let
then?
you have the floor, I'll
Answer
answer
that.
your question.
Why do you
it's
accept the
because
3-level
he's a
framework? All right, bro.
traditionalist and he's afraid of change. That's why.
That's Hey exactly what yo, it is.
Oh,
let me try to get like something straight. I feel like with the 5 levels, like it's too confusing for us to like categorize a level by like the type of shot that's primarily taken in that level. So like we can't keep calling level 2 floater range. Like we
thank
can,
you.
but like we also, to go back to your point, Slim, I just don't think that we can call like, level 2 like a close shot, or I think close shot describes like the type of shot that you're taking. So like close shot encompasses like layups and floaters and stuff like that. Close shot itself is not a level, you feel me?
No,
Close
like
shot
no.
would be
A
Inside the
nigga, a
painted
nigga could
area.
range of
literally
floor of
jump.
which
A
you
nigga
take
could
a
Hold
literally
shot.
on.
jump
Let
from
me
floater
ask
range
this.
and
Let me
still
ask
score a
this.
fucking layup.
You
I
know,
don't
Let me
understand
ask
what the
this.
fuck you niggas are talking about. A
NMZ.
nigga
Let
can
me ask this.
literally jump from the floater range and
And
score
a
a
nigga
fucking
can jump
layup if
from
they
a
wanted
mid
to.
range and
So this
take
shit makes no
a fucking
sense.
layup. That makes
Goods
God.
no
never
sense.
Goods would
Goods. Have
never
you even
question
Bro,
the
bothered
that's
3-level
listening
the
to the
framework.
that's
Nah,
the
argument?
bro. A
point
nigga
though.
can
That's why
jump
he's
from the
pushing
mid range
back.
and make a layup, bro. Giannis can jump from the mid range and make a layup. So for you to bring up that does not make sense. Just like
But look,
wait,
this is
wait,
why
Let
because
he's
me
niggas
so
love.
look,
Wait,
explain
wait,
one
hold on, hold on, hold
situation.
on, hold
Let
on,
me
hold
say
on, hold
this.
on, hold on, hold on.
Let me say this.
Niggas
Let me say
love
this.
recency bias, Wes, and then you got it. Niggas love recency bias. So if you really watch that Brooklyn Boston game, when Kevin Durant was trying to take that mid range, they was pushing him into that 2-level range, and they were stripping the ball when he was trying to come
Yup.
up from that
Perfect point,
2-level
Slim.
range.
Perfect point. That's the
If you don't
perfect
believe
point.
me, go
KD
back and
don't
watch
even
what
shoot
KD
floaters
posted
like
in
that.
Boston.
Watch
KD
today's
doesn't have
game.
he doesn't have
Watch
the
what he
floater
posted.
range. KD
He
doesn't
don't
have
shoot
that
the
floater
floater.
range.
He
They're
like
pushing
to shoot
him
He
to
doesn't have
idiot.
the floater shot. It has
That
nothing
pushing
to
him
do